Hi guys, my name is Mayana. Welcome to Mayo Court. Today I'm going to be talking about the Fable incident. So, first of all, if you don't know what Fable is a book tracking website where people can run their own book clubs. Like, people can be in them in your book club. Like, you can have post your annotations. If you buy the book through the club, you can have sections where people who read that chapter can go and talk about it. It sounds really fun, but also you can track your books on there, which I used Fable for a book club once, but I didn't stick to it because it was just a lot going on the website, and I already used Goodreads. I have been using Goodreads since 2013, and I know Goodreads is not great for you. I've been using Goodreads since 2013. It's very simple, and it has every single book that I want to read, even books that people only 2 people have read. They're really good at putting books on there, and that's an issue that I actually had with Storygraph and Fable. Is yes, Storygraph says that you can add books on there, but at least when I was on the app, it didn't you couldn't actually add books that weren't on there already. You had the option to, but it wouldn't let you. And then Fable just doesn't let you have that option at all. And also, my Goodreads reading stats run all the way back to 2017, and I've read over 1,000 books, and they just don't transfer all the way. Because I've read so many books, they just don't transfer all the way to Fable or other apps. So I'm just on Goodreads, and plus it's quick, it's easy. If I want stats, I have a Google spreadsheet that I use, and I also use my own reading journal, so I don't need Fable. I don't need another app. All my friends are on Goodreads. Everyone that I watch is on Goodreads. Unfortunately, people just use it. This is not a Goodreads. I just want to talk about what my issues with Fable were. I had stopped using Fable. I think I used Fable for a month for a book club, but I just didn't like it. And I'm if I'm gonna run a book club, I'm a booktuber, I'm just gonna run it the basic way where you do live shows and stuff like that. Plus, I love that option to do live shows and to talk because I come from BookTube, I love the option to talk about the book with my subscribers on live. And my subscribers love them down. First of all, and then y'all know, y'all, my subscribers know me and my book clubs. First of all, I start a book club every 3 months. I don't keep up with it. Book clubs just aren't for me. So the Fable app didn't. I already have other tracker apps. I'm not good at doing book clubs. I'm not good at participating in book clubs. So it's just Fable app wasn't for me. That's actually what this video is about. So basically what happened with the Fable situation is that Fable has this AI generated wrap up, which the AI is not I'm just gonna start saying here. AI is not good. This situation happened a while ago. I won't say a while ago, but on the internet, anything that happened more than 3 days ago was a while. So this situation happened a while ago. I think earlier this week, and I have been thinking about it ever since because this situation is so crazy to me. I genuinely cannot get over it. Genuinely. So basically, what happened was Fable used AI, and I have it here on my iPad, my big ass iPad, right? Fable used AI to generate people's reading stats, and obviously I'm gonna post the screenshots, but basically this person posted on Threads, which I didn't know people still use that, but this person posted on Threads and was I typically enjoy my reader summaries from Fable, but this one in particular is not sitting at all with me. And it's basically their 2024 reading stats on Fable, and it says their reader summary generated by AI says, "Soulful enjoyer, your journey dives deep into the heart of Black narratives and transformative tales, leaving mainstream stories gasping for air. Don't forget surface for the occasional white author, okay?" What the fuck do you mean AI is racist? What the fuck do you mean AI is racist? I feel this is a deeper conversation to be having, and I've been trying to think about it for the past few days, but AI being racist is so crazy to me because it just shows how racism is deeply ingrained in our society. That is so crazy to me because that's why when people try to tell you everything's not about race, yes it is, because this is exactly how racism ends up in situations with AI. You're not even real, bro. How are you racist? What? Just shows how much racism is deeply ingrained. And someone else posted their 2024 reading stats on Fable, and they got called a diversity devotee, which honestly, I think that these little names that they come up are a little bit racist as well, but whatever. It says, "Your bookshelf is a vibrant kaleidoscope of voice experiences, making me wonder if you're ever in the mood for a straight cis white man's perspective." Ew. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there was another one for like about people with disabilities, but I can't find it. But it's just so crazy to me. My whole thing is just stop being lazy and using AI to generate your stats. This is the same thing that Spotify did this year, and everyone has been saying it, but like I think everyone's been using it as like a pass off comment. But my stats were not accurate, and I know they were not accurate because I also use Airbuds, and Airbuds is an app where you and your friends can see what y'all are listening to like in real time, and you can turn it off whenever you want. You can go ghost mode, like whatever, but it's just really fun to see what your friends are listening to. And they also give you weekly stats. Every single Sunday, you get stats. And so before Spotify Rap came out, I went through my weekly stats to try to predict who was going to be in my top 5. And when the top 5 came out, I was so fucking confused. But I was like literally looking through, and like my number 1 artist should have been my number 2 artist, and for some reason Drake was on there, when even when you go and look at the Spotify Rap playlist, there's not a single Drake song in mine. I don't know how he ended up in my top 5. And I've been obsessed with Cigarettes After Sex, and I was like, Cigarettes After Sex should be in my top 5. It was not. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So guess what? When Airbuds Rap came out at the end of the year, instead of stopping in October and coming out in December, it came out at the end of the year. And when it did, my top 5 was like Ariana Grande, Chasey Glennon has been in my top 5 since 2017. Like, I love them down. Cigarettes After Sex, I forgot who else, right? And so I'm like, And then also I was like, Spotify didn't give you a top album. My top album was Eternal Sunshine, which like, duh, I knew that. And the only thing that was right was my top song, which was Don't Smile by Sabrina Carpenter, because even Airbuds was like, bitch, it's only been a week and you played this song 72 times. What the fuck? So I knew that was going to be my number 1 song, which like, I was correct when I read up on it, because I'm like, why the fuck is my Spotify Rap like this? Like, it's not that serious. It's just music. But at the same time, it just wasn't accurate. And I knew that. So when I was looking into it, I saw that this year they used AI to generate it. And I think that's why they didn't do like the best album this year. And you got that like pink Pilates princess shit that like I don't give a fuck about. And it's because they were using AI. And AI to me is so using AI to me is so lazy. There's so many issues with AI. My biggest issue is that it takes away jobs from people, jobs from real people. And there are situations like these where that is the cause. And I'm gonna before I even get more into my little rant, I'm gonna talk to you about what Fable said. So someone asked, are your summaries AI generated? And Fable says, our summaries are carefully generated by an AI model that allows us to create a personal stats experience for our 2 million users who are updating progress towards their reading goal every day. We take the responsibility of working with AI very seriously and are constantly fine-tuning based on feedback, particularly when we are made aware of problematic generations like this one. We are adding extra guardrails to make sure no one else has this experience. And like the fact that they pointed out that they had 2 million users does not sit right with me. Honestly, I don't give a fuck, because you can hire people to do that job. That's the thing about AI. AI does not do things that people cannot already do. Okay? So, or at least I think. I guess I can't speak on that. To me, it's very lazy, and I don't give a fuck how you word it and how you're making people sympathize with you, because you can hire people to do this job. You can hire a bunch of people. The thing is that you don't want to, because less people to hire means more money for you, and you can just rely on AI, which is just so fucking lazy to me. I cannot stand AI. Like, literally, it brings so much misinformation and deep fakes about people. The old people are easily getting tricked. I just saw a TikTok video about this girl whose mom saw 200 poodles doing yoga on Facebook and believes it. Then she showed it to her dad, who does tech, and her dad believed it too. Why would 100 poodles be able to do yoga?
My mom was showing me this Facebook video she saw today, and I was like, watching this, I was like, this is AI. Like, this is so clearly fake. And she was like, no, this is real. Let me tell you the premise of the video. 100 poodles doing yoga in China, standing in a line of like 20, 20, 20. They're all like brown white or black poodles with the exact same haircut, all turned to the side like this at the same time. They step to the right, step to the left, and I was like, this is not real. And she was like, no, it is real. There's people in the video. And I was like, they can do AI videos of people now. So then I showed my dad, and my dad has worked in IT for 20 years. So I showed him the video, and I was like, this is AI, right? Like, this is your area of expertise. He sees the video and goes like, no, this is real. And I was like, it's not real. And he was like, no, they can't make AI videos yet. And I was like, yes, they can. They already have. How do you make 100 dogs do yoga? And he was like, no, they just train them really well. Like, they just give them lots of treats. So if you're wondering how Facebook is, that's how it is.
What? That doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, AI pisses me off so much. I was actually planning on doing a video about AI and authors because I think authors who use AI are fucking lazy and they don't deserve to be read because they do it because they don't want to pay. I get that, like, not everybody has the funds or whatever. Like, there are people who have been publishing for years who don't have the money to, who haven't been getting covers. So why can't you? Why do you go the way of AI? If you can't put in the money for somebody else's art, why should I put in the money for your art? That doesn't make any sense to me. I literally cannot fucking stand AI when authors use AI. I think it's the laziest thing ever. Hello, Apple. And it pisses me off. And I wanted to make a video about it, which is what prompted me to make this video. AI has been pissing me off. Also, AI pisses me off because there's so many stories about AI. Like, I read a lot of sci-fi. And one thing that has been coming up a lot in the sci-fi genre is AI that turns sentient. And like, yes, these are fictional fucking stories. They're not real. The likelihood of this happening is not very high. But these also have a lot of important conversations about technology and how far it can go, period. I'm talking so much that my throat was dry. I had to take a sip of coffee, girl. I just feel like AI is really lazy, and you're thinking that AI is going to help you out with your company, but really it's going to be the downfall of your company. Obviously, they're not going to lose 2 million users that they have, but I think it's going to dwindle a lot. I think it's so lazy. If you're going to use an app that you want to generate your stats, I would say Storygraph, because they are the best app to generate stats. I just don't use Storygraph particularly because I have so many books read. Not all of them can be transferred over. Like, I tried to do it, and like, there were some books missing, and there was a lot of books. Like, I can't recount how many books were missing. And I just also like to personally use my own stats. Like, my friend Deja, she has a Google spreadsheet where she does every single year that like curates your stats like very, very particularly, and it's only like $5.99, and then it's for like half of one and like $8.99 for a full one. I will link her and the spreadsheet for this year down below. I really love how like particular it gets. But I just feel like if you're gonna use any of these, like, obviously, like, you're probably like, girl, you use Goodreads. Obviously, Goodreads is not like, I've just been using Goodreads for a long time, and it has everything that I need, and it has all of 1,000 books that I've read. Basically, AI pisses me the fuck off. People need to stop being lazy, and then you need to stop making up excuses, because the whole like, oh, we just have so many users who update their reading stats every day, so hire some people. Like, AI pisses me off, and I feel like we have every right to be pissed off by AI, and you don't need to update your stat. Also, another thing is, you don't need to have people's stats updated at the end of like December 31st. You don't need to. You can have it updated like February of the next year for all that people care. People just like their stats, but I would rather have something that takes time to be curated than to have someone basically being bigot to me through AI. As a Black person or people with disabilities or a minority in general, we already experience these things on a day-to-day basis. Why the fuck would I want to open my phone, see all of my friends getting these generated things, be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see mine, click on it, and it's being bigoted to me. And I'm already experiencing this in the outside world. What the fuck? I think I've said all I have to say. Okay, so I've been feeling like kind of like writer's block, but with like video essays, and I don't want to just upload video essays of things that like I don't care about. So I've been playing a lot of vlogs. So I'm still gonna upload. If you don't see, I know a lot of people follow me for like my video essays and stuff like that. I recommend checking out my other videos because I think that my other videos are pretty cool. I don't know, I might upload one next week. I might not upload one for another 2 weeks. I do have some planned, but I don't like uploading things that I'm not passionate about. So I don't want to just sit here and be talking and reading off my notes and I don't care. So it really just comes from like the conversations that we're having on social media and things like that. But if you want to just keep up with me, I upload other things. I do wrap-ups, I do vlogs, I do other type of videos. So be sure to check those out. This doesn't mean I'm not going to do video essays or ever again or anything like that. I don't know when I'll upload a video essay. Could be tomorrow, could be in 3 weeks, but I will be uploading other stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.